Welcome to Ozfish TV!
$20 kilos of school shark.
I don't even have any words to say for this. Now that is a cod.
G'day, my name's Lockie. Hi, I'm Brianna.
Hi, I'm Taz.
Hi, I'm Charlotte.
Hello, I'm Mimi.
And what are you going to catch?
A Barramundi.
Today we're at the Mornington Peninsula. We're at a very special place and there's actually fish here, not like the bay that's about a kilometre that way. Chris and Jesse.
Cripps Family Fish Farm. Is it Family Fish Farm or is it Cripps Fish Farm?
Yeah, so it's family fish farm,
Okay.
so family friendly.
So we've brought our kids along.
We bought the whole family.
Now, this is a bit ridiculous because you're about probably 5 minutes drive from the ocean. And
Yes.
what are we going to catch here, Jess?
We're going to catch barramundi, that much I know. What else are we going to catch?
There's Murray Cod, we have a few little straggling trout,
Yep.
and some eels as well.
Wow. And other species that you can catch here throughout the year?
Yeah, so we'll have Atlantic salmon and some more rainbow trout.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite a
Okay.
few species.
This is quite exciting for somewhere that's, well, on my doorstep, but it's very accessible to the normal family. You bring your family here. Now, I believe a family ticket's about $20 to get
Yeah,
in, something like
yeah.
that, and then
Oh,
you
that's
buy
pretty
the fish as you catch. Now, this is a great array of species.
We're in Victoria and
Yeah.
for our interstate viewers, we don't get the luxury of catching barramundi, but now we can.
Awesome. Well, we've brought the kids here because it really hits me as a great family sort of activity. Get the kids away from the screens, as Mick always
We
says.
brought Jesse as well.
It's great to catch up with him.
It is.
So the family side's really good because how many of us learnt to fish from our family?
Exactly right.
So from our fathers or whoever taught us. So getting in with places like this where the kids and everyone can get into it, it's a great way to get them introduced into the hobby. So
Now we've got kids here, a couple of mixed kids, a few of my kids. We got kids from ages 3 up to 12 or 13?
I'm 13.
30, wow.
Yes.
Now, so we've got an age spread of age 3 to 13. So we want kids
Unless we're at the
from-
Royal Melbourne show when under 12 you're getting a bit cheaper, so he's 12 then.
Yeah, exactly right. We manipulate the age. All right, so what we really want to do is give the kids a great fishing experience. So why don't we go throw a line in?
There's 3 main ponds here. One's got Murray Cod in it, and there's 2 that got barramundi, and there's also trout in one as well. So you got 1, 2, 3. The biggest one's in the middle, and you got the 2 smaller ones on either end, and there's another one over the back, and that's full of yabbies. So we're going to just fish all 3 and see what we can pull up. Looks like it's going to be fun.
all right, Chris, we're fishing for warm water fish here.
Yep.
It's not a warm day.
No,
it's
it'd
pretty
be
cold today.
18 or something?
Yeah, and it was very cold yesterday. So something really important to take note of when you go for fish that are used to being in warmer weather is their metabolism is used to warmer weather.
Okay.
So when they're cold, like how lizards and all that hibernate,
Yeah.
they don't eat as much.
Okay.
So they're not going to want to use up all their energy to chase lures. You
that
got to
what you're
make it
saying?
easy. So soft plastics are really good, vibe lures, but honestly you have to fish so slowly it's almost like you're bait fishing. So
Okay.
just crawl it along, really slow flicks. Keep trying like that. If
Yep.
that doesn't work, change it up a bit,
Yep.
but see how you go. The only other option you can do is to use bigger lures and try and get them aggressive.
Yep.
But again, you got better odds just fishing really slow and hanging to the bottom where the fish are going to be conserving a lot of their energy.
Okay. Go wind it, wind it, wind it. Whoa, look what you've caught, Emmy. Oh, wow. Emmy caught a barramundi. Straight down, put it in the middle, put it in the middle. So Emily, come here. Bait. Straight in the middle, Lock. Straight there.
Gigi,
And
look.
be ready to strike.
Look, my barramundi.
Yeah, that'll do. Her barramundi. Awesome work, Lockstock. Now, Lockie's very lucky, 11 years old, and this isn't his first time catching barramundi. We went up in far north Queensland. And he's caught him before. Look at that guy, Lock. What do you reckon?
Quite big.
He is quite big. So you just put your lip in, your finger in the lip, nice and tight, like I've got it. So just swap, yep. Just watch out for his spikes, yep. There you go. You can see some barramundi.
So these ones to take to a farm. So you can go pick your barramundi, we put them in a box for you and take them live and put them in your jam. So we stock jams as well.
Okay. Yeah. Stockers, wow. So they have levels of filtration that the water goes through before it goes into the fish ponds, gets rid of the salinity and gets the levels of the water right. So it looks like it's sitting around, but it goes around to different tanks. Emily, you'd know more about that than I do.
Yeah, it's called a reticulating aquaculture system.
Oh wow!
So it actually, it's hard to get it right, but once you do, it's like really efficient. You can stock more fish. You can really make sure that the parameters and what's going into the fish are controlled.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's much more controlled than a pond environment.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of fish growers and stuff use that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
He's very patient. He's picked it up, he spat it out. See if he picks it up again. He might have swum towards me. Bang. There you go. Go for it.
Alright, we'll support his belly, mate. Hold it under his belly. That's it. Barramundi. Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
Worth the catch? That was good. Been splashing the water, waiting for them to come up, just dropping the bait in the water and bang, they nail it. And geez, they fight hard when they hit. We're lucky, today's they got 2 catch and release days a month and today's one of them, so we get to release this fish, mate, unless you want to take it home to eat. What do you reckon?
Yes.
Let it go?
Yeah.
We'll let it live. We'll let him live. Alright, little Barry, or Barralina, I dare say it's Barry, you can go back in.
That was awful.
Job.
It's all about being patient. Now don't reel, just let him run.
Oh, look, go.
There you go.
Thanks.
Good job. They're good fighting fish.
They get a bit lazy when they're bigger.
They're very smooth. It doesn't have rough scales. These will spike you. This will spike you.
Okay.
And he can spike you down here. So when you grab him, put your hand underneath and just support him and just hold him up with his belly like that. Got the fish in? Perfect. Pop him back in. Put him in gently so he swims off.
Barramundi! He's big. He's big. Now, got some spines around here, so we've got to watch out for them.
What spines?
Barramundi. How you doing? Want to put the rod down? So that's Charlotte's first barramundi, and you've caught one before your dad. Does that put up a really good fight?
Yeah.
It did. For a little guy, that was really good. This is a fantastic little fishery in Victoria, and we get to catch barramundi. It doesn't get much better than that. All right, now we should try and get another one, and there is also a dam with cod in it over there. You want to have a crack at them later?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Got a bit of life in him? Yep, now release.
Yep.
He's fine. Yeah, bang, he's off. That's great. The great thing is you can keep your catch here or you can release it, and that's fantastic.
Do they have any spikes or anything? Yeah. I'm not
Caught his belly
Where are the spikes?
on the back, and there's one there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can pay him.
What?
They're very feisty.
Maybe just hold it by that.
Okay, maybe you just want to grab him, put him in the water here, and then release him when he starts to kick. Okay, just release him when he starts to kick.
Up now?
Yep. Up he goes.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh wow, nice one, Breezy.
Hey, check that out.
Hey.
That is a good one. Nice. Smile for the camera. Touch it. Try and hold it. Just gonna support his belly.
Oh my god.
Put your hand up where your line is. Put your hand like that. Under there, under the belly.
He holds fish like a dad.
That's great. Give him a pat.
This is Mick's daughter.
Yeah, because she looks just like him. Can I let him go?
Yes, please.
Alright, we'll let him go.
No, push it.
Biting down on my thumb.
Okay, let me see if I can hook him.
Like a rocket. Hook him, hold his hand into you. What do you reckon, Bree? Yeah. Fun? Is that pretty cool?
So we've had an absolute ripper day here at Cripps Family Farm. We're eating our lunch. Mick, what did you have, mate? You had flake or cod?
Nah, flake, mate. Locally caught from Flinders.
Yep. Oh, from Bass Strait.
Yep.
So one of the great things they've got here at Cripps, they've got the fresh food van out the front. So basically you go get your fish, they fill it up. Kids are having a ball here, and yeah, you go and buy some nice fish and chips, and locally sourced salad as well.
It's all local, mate.
How good's this?
Local business, local food. Doesn't get any better.
Get down here and support this place.
Yep, definitely.
Very much worth a visit. Hey kids, what did you think of Cripps Family Fish Farm?
It was awesome!
As you can see, we've got some of the cheapest bait a fisher person can get. Some corn and some bread. Guess what I'm catching? When you're in places like this, make sure you stamp your feet, especially around spring and summer, because the snakes are going to come out. You make more noise, they'll run. They don't want anything to do with you, and we don't want anything to do with them. So here we are down the back irrigation channels that run along the back of a lot of farm properties in most rural areas. Now, these sort of irrigation channels hold a lot of carp. Probably 90% will hold yabbies, carp and eels, and the occasional redfin. But today, we're after carp. As you see, I've got some nice very affordable bait from Coles. Kernelled corn, a little bubble float, a little hook, and a light rod. Now, got to keep Australia beautiful, so we make sure we take our rubbish with us. Pour some of the juice out of that. Now it's quite simple, a very simple sort of fishing. Great to take the kids. We've actually got one of them with us today, just after school. And I've got just a small size 6 hook. I'm going to put about 3 or 4 pieces of corn, making sure the hook barb is exposed. There we go. That was a very technical rig. I'm glad you got to see it here first. Now you can pause it step by step and do this rig yourself. All right, here we go. Now here we go for the big cast. And there it is. And now we just wait. I'm using 2 rods today. Now one's set up with a float and the other one's set as a bottom rig. So I'm actually using a whiting snatcher, one of the Black Magic whiting snatchers. Now we quite often use these, not just for whiting, but for other species as well, like redfin in freshwater, trout and things like that. So that's what we're going to be using today. I'm just going to put a few bits of corn on for this young fella right here. Say hi.
Hi.
Going to catch a carp with us, mate? Cool. Now remember folks, if you are actually fishing around the irrigation channels and the drains on the back of farms and properties, it's always a good idea just to speak to the farmers and the locals that live here. One, they might be able to tell you a better spot to fish, and it's always common courtesy to ask before you start jumping fences or going down tracks that you don't know whose land it is. Spoke to the farmer earlier, he's a nice guy. He said you're more than welcome to come down here. He said just under that bridge we get some carp every now and then, a lot of eels, and probably not much of anything else. Hey, here we go. Got ourselves a little carp. Now I've got to climb down the embankment and try and net it. No, it's all right. Stop. We just got to let him swim down there, mate, okay? Just hold that. If you want to bring in that other rod for me, Mick. It might be all a bit tangled up. Yeah, I reckon.
Just wait.
Come over here, Phoenix. Try and lead him this way, mate. I don't know, where's the fish? He's down there. Can you reckon you can net him and I'll take the rod? All right, one carp's caused mayhem. Here we go. Got to get him back towards the net and netted. There you go, buddy, you got another fish. Let me just untangle this. All right, might not look like it, but it's pretty steep here. So that's why we leave the kids up the top and the bigger kids go down to get the fish. All right. And this one was caught on the whiting snatcher. Hey? Today it's a carp snatcher. Circle hook. And the beautiful thing about circle hooks, obviously, go straight in the corner of the jaw. You got him?
Yeah.
How's that? Hey? Was that fun? Did he put up a fight? That's awesome, mate. Well done.
On my own.
Good work. And we didn't think we were going to catch one, did we? All right, mate, hand him over. We'll go turn this guy into a bit of fertiliser. Well, we've had another change of location, back to probably the original spot where we started. We're moving up and down the channel, just looking for little deep pools where the carp might be hiding. So we fish one pool for a while. If we don't get a bite within an hour, then we move on. So at our next spot now. There's lots of bugs and stuff in the water here, so this is looking a little bit more promising. Mud marlin, mate. Whoop! Oh, mate, you've just done the world a great justice. Ridded it of one more carp. Another one on the whiting snatch by the look of it. Well, these are great fighting fish. On light tackle, they're fantastic. There we go. The old mud marlin. Well, it's a good idea to move because we've actually got a few around here now, which is good. So hopefully, it seems to be coming on to dusk, so I'm assuming that's maybe why the bite time's picked up. But anyway, whiting snatches. It's the double paternoster with a bit of corn on it, and that's it. European carp. Not nice to eat, but they put up a great fight on light gear. You probably find that most of you guys out there probably caught your first fish was probably a carp or a rainbow trout, no doubt. But we'll dispatch this guy humanely and continue on fishing for him. There's quite a few in here, I think, so this should be good. Anyway, off you go, buddy. Oh, get out of the reeds, get out of the reeds. Well, took the sinker off and that did the trick. Unweighted bait. Come here, little guy. Oh, geez, isn't it? Gives them out the whiting snatches. They're quite strong fluorocarbon. There we go. Jumped off. Oh. If you ever want to make a fish sound like a dog, you drop him in the bark. Boom, boom. All right, we'll keep the dad joke somewhere else. Anyway, here we go, little guy. He didn't mind the corn. We've got a couple here today. It's good. They're good fun. It's a shame there isn't a spot where you can put these where they can just swim around and be free and be happy. Obviously the water they were in, but they're going to devastate our native population, which is a real shame. They don't do it in Europe, but for some reason they do it here. European carp. Check out the red fins on them. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to mistake them for redfin because they had red fins. I was always confused, but not these days. Anyway, European carp.